editor for Hairdressers Journal. And today I'm joined by Sam Burnett, owner of Hare Bone salons. Hi, Sam.
Hi, how you doing? Good to
Hi.
see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Yeah, good.
Good.
Excited about today. So that's
Cool. So today Sam's going to be sharing with us client-friendly saviours and tips and tricks for lockdown. And this session is supported by Kao Salon Division, who have a really great salon industry recovery initiative. And you can find out more about it at kaosalondivision.com/en/salon-industry-recovery. I did it! Cool. So you're predominantly a colorist, aren't you, Sam? That's your vibe, the field that you're passionate about.
well, I guess I'm an all-rounder, really.
Yeah.
One of the unique things about the team at Hare Bone that we all do cut, colour, and styling.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been colouring my whole hairdressing career.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I'm known for session styling really as well. But I do a lot of colour in that world.
Exactly.
So as a brand and as an individual, we work a lot with people like Spring Studios and different advertising companies for colouring hair as well.
Amazing. So have you been keeping in touch with your clients throughout lockdown?
Yeah, we've been trying to keep in touch with our clients as much as possible, and we see that as a really important thing to do. One, so they remember us when we come back to be open, but two, also to support them and give them advice, let them know what we're doing. And it's actually a lot of our clients have found it really fun. So we're doing a hair at home live on Instagram every Thursday at 4 o'clock, and loads of our clients are tuning in, sometimes just to see our faces and connect and at a personal level, as well as getting some tips and advice for stuff to do at home.
Yeah. And how are you? So it's mainly through social media. Are you emailing them or like sending updates or anything like that?
So we did at the beginning, when we first had to shut the salons and furlough the team, we decided to send out a newsletter, just updating everyone on where we were, the provisions we'd taken, let them know that the team were being looked after, the steps we were taking to support local community, and just inform them that we were going to have a priority list. So if they wanted to get their names on, they would get a 24-hour head start on booking before we go live with a relaunch date. And that's been really successful. We've had to cap it because we've got over 450 names on it.
Wow.
Already. So I just think it's really reassuring. One, that was to sort of, help clients get a head start, but also to give us an indication of if we were going to be busy. And I think that's completely, we're all going to be so busy when we come back. So that's encouraging. Sorry.
No, I was going to say a lot of people are saying that we'll be busy, well, as if I do it, but as like the industry will be busy when you guys go back to salon because of all the at-home stuff people are doing. So what advice are you giving at the moment for your clients to maintain their hair at home without going crazy?
Well, yeah, it's a really interesting topic, and we're getting lots of requests from our clients about home hairdressing, particularly with colour. So the conversation that we're having with them is we're trying to get people to kind of change the narrative or look at it from a different perspective, because everyone's like really stressing about their roots or the regrowth or the grey hairs. So we're trying to sort of look at it a little bit like lockdown. We've all got this time now to kind of take a bit of a stock, just decharge a little bit. And we're trying to advise our clients to do that with their hair and give it a chance to breathe and rest. And rather than trying to cover up your roots, we're suggesting, trying to embrace those roots, let them grow out, give them a little bit of time so your hair and your scalp's got time to recover and to breathe. So we're sort of saying, as a rule, really, please, like, no permanent colour, definitely no bleach. If you really have to do anything, there's lots of options out there. So something that's temporary, like wash in, wash out colours. So like my hair, like I hate roots on my own hair, but rather than trying to cover those up, like I've been hairdressing 24 years, I wouldn't want to bleach my own roots because I know there's going to be overlap and damage. So I've been like dyeing my hair pink or doing different to make a feature of the blonde bits, so it kind of detracts from the roots. So it's almost changing it up a bit and just, you know, root attitude. You know, roots are quite fashionable anyway, so it's just like kind of trying to go with it a little bit. And there's powders and sprays and colouring conditioners and all sorts of things that we've been recommending.
Yeah, Victoria in this chat says, great, I'm trying to concentrate on hair health. So is that the same message that you're giving as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We did a whole Instagram live around the health of the scalp, and you know, and we were like, how do we make this a bit sexy as a topic, talking about people's scalps? But I think it's a really important conversation because, you know, our hair comes from the scalp, and if we've got a healthy scalp and healthy hair, then you know, we're going to be able to get much better results. It's going to be easier to manage. So we have really been focusing on recommending treatments, scalp treatments as well, because a lot of people overlook that, and it's something that's really important. Also, we've talked a lot about well-being, good practice like lots of water, vitamin D, exercise, getting the blood flow, because that just pumps blood to the scalp, generates healthy hair growth. So yeah, so really kind of talking about those things with your clients as well.
Amazing. Kate Reed on Facebook says that's a really cute idea to stay in touch with clients.
Yeah.
And then Sarah says, love these videos, really helpful. So thank you, Sarah. And then Denise says, I agree with Sam and enjoy the hair detox to get your hair and mess that up. Get your hair health happy.
Yeah, happy hair. That's a good
happy hair, happy scalp. So what specific types of products are you recommending to clients at the moment?
So a lot of the questions we've been getting from clients are about covering up grey roots and regrowth, and how to refresh things like highlights and balayage. So with I understand that white hair or grey roots can be quite a concern for people, and especially in this kind of environment where there's lots of Zoom chats and conferences for work. So we're sort of trying to say, you know, if your white hair is only one part of your hair, maybe change your parting, try styling your hair in a different way. But specifically product-wise for root coverage, there's lots of really great powders and sprays out there. So as a brand, we work a lot with Kao products, so Goldwell Colours and KMS. So we've got these really great like Colour Revive. This is like a really nice like root touch-up.
Okay.
So these are great. They've got a little mirror, they go in your bag or whatever. But these are really good for root touch-up because you just...
Oh, it's literally like a pressed powder.
It's like a pressed powder, and the sponge makes it really easy to apply. So you literally just pop it on the root and kind of like brush it out. So the denser part goes at the root, then it kind of blends into the end.
This kind of thing.
These are really good for like the T-zone or the parting area. There's loads of good like specific white coverage touch-up sprays as well that you can get as well. So they're really good. Then if you want to kind of lighten your roots a little bit, Colour Style from KMS is really good. And they've got like blondes, and they've got really fun colours as well. Pinks, blues, but they've got very natural colours. Right. So even though they're a matte finish spray, they've got metallic-y tones in there as well. So it looks quite natural, but you get a little bit of shimmer of light still. So it doesn't, you know, in bad condition.
Yeah, lovely.
So those are really good. And we're also recommending anti-yellow, like violet shampoos and conditioners as well, for like the mid-lengths and ends. And specifically, if you've got colour fade, there's also some really good products like Colour Revive. These are like colouring conditioners. So they're basically toners, and they've got a whole range. There's like violets, there's specific blondes, reds. And these can be used just to refresh colour, or they can be used to intensify it. But the great thing about these is they fade on tone, because they've got the technology of a big colour brand behind them, and they're really easy to use. They're just 2 to 5 minutes, so you can just do it while you're in the shower or anything like that. So these are really good for reds and coppers that fade. Or if you've got a brunette client and the colours sort of gradually faded, you know, when they come back to the salon, it can be a little bit warm. There's cooling down colour conditioners that can just cool that down and give people, it's just about kind of trying to stretch out your colour and sort of maintain it rather than kind of redoing it.
Are you worried at all? Because obviously we've been in lockdown for like, it'll be what, we don't know how long it will be from till we end, until the salon can resume service again. And then obviously routes and stuff will be a lot longer than we would normally wait. Are you worried about the influx of customers that will be coming in for those like route touch-ups and those
it's a bit of a mixed bag, because obviously we are, you know, we want to be busy, and for the sake of businesses, we need those people to come in. I think the biggest challenge we've got at the moment is because we haven't had specific guidelines from the government yet, it's very hard to prepare for it. Some of the steps we're taking are that, you know, we're thinking about extending our opening hours, so we're open longer, opening on Sundays because currently we don't, creating shift patterns, because I think what we're going to need to do is spread clients out more, so we're not going to be able to run at capacity. So we need to find ways to bring that capacity up in a safe way. I think I would rather, in terms of, sorry, back to your specific question about are we worried about the regrowth colours? I think a natural regrowth is really manageable, and we can deal with those in a kind of quick fashion. I think when someone's used a home colour, if the colour's not quite right, which is probably likely it won't be a match, you know, you might be able to get it close, but it's not going to be the perfect match, because
it's not really professional.
Exactly, because we don't take one colour off the shelf. We might mix 3 or 4 colours to get your perfect shade for your hair. So the problem we might then have is you've got a natural regrowth, then you've got the box colour, then you've got your previous colour. So then it becomes a colour correction. It's a much bigger job, takes a lot longer, and it's going to be more cost. And I think because appointments are going to be more precious and they're going to be more sought after, those bigger appointments are going to be harder to get. So if you can try and explain that to your clients and encourage them to embrace the natural routes, it just means the journey back into professional colour is going to be a lot more fluid and less expensive, and kind of just easier for everybody all round.
That's such a great point. That's such a great point. Nicola on Facebook has said, are you worrying about the new PPE rules that are likely to be implemented? Like, obviously nothing's been set in stone, but we know that probably when we go back, you'll have to have different measures put in.
I think I would, worry, probably a little bit worried, but I'm kind of a solution-based thinker, so I'm always about what are our options. I'm trying really hard not to over-prepare at the moment, because we don't know what those guidelines are. We can look at Germany, we can look at Ireland and Sweden and see what those sort of measures they're bringing in. But we don't really know. I feel like the UK has gone its own way up to this point, so who knows what measures they're going to have. The way that we're preparing for that at the moment is we're looking at all those eventualities, and we're just finding supply chains. We're looking at bulking up our opening orders, so to make sure we've got extra gloves, extra plastic gowns, and the biggest step that I would recommend that we're doing is we're measuring up our salons in case they enforce like a radius around clients, so we can know exactly how many clients we can have in the salon in any given one day, and to keep their experience as close to what they were having before as possible, have a client PPE pack. So when they get into the salon, they have their own gown, hand sanitizer, a mask, gloves, whatever they might need. And when they come in, that comes out of a plastic bag. They put it all on, all their coat goes into that bag, and then it's stored away. So we are making measures. So I think I'm not worried. I'm trying to be prepared, and we're looking at all the different eventualities.
I've realised I've actually lots of, are you worried? Are you worried? Let's not, I feel like bad. I'm like, let's bring the tone back up.
Not at all. These are the questions that we're all thinking about. And because we don't have the specific guidelines yet, we are all kind of speculating and worrying about it. And I think hopefully on Sunday, once they make the announcement, we'll all be able to then prepare. And I think,
how are you finding it as a salon owner, like personally, your own self? Like managing your team in this kind of situation as well? What's that been like?
I think it's, I feel really, really lucky that I've got an incredible team, and everyone's really stepped up. Like the first week when we had to figure out furloughing and how we're going to pay the team and all of that stuff. It was obviously quite a stressful time, and I had to very much focus on the business side of things. So my art director, Jamie, kind of stepped in, set up training with the team virtually on a weekly basis. We've arranged 2 MDQ education days a week for our assistants online, and the guys were just stepping up and getting stuff done. So I feel like they're passionate about the business as well. And I think, we're staying in touch on WhatsApp. We're getting them involved with the weekly hair at home sessions on Instagram. We asked everybody, because so many clients are like, how do I manage my hair at home? How do I do this? So all the team have got different hair. So we asked them all, we gave them a format and asked them all to record like their hair at home. So how they style their own hair with some little tricks. And then we're popping those up. So it's a good way to keep them engaged and busy and still communicate with the clients as well.
Have you done one on your pink hair?
I have, actually. There is one on my Instagram. I did like a subtler pink, and then I've got another one that I'm going to put up soon, actually. And I actually cut my own hair and filmed that. That's on my Instagram as well. Wow. It went a lot better than I expected.
I love the pink, so I want to see definitely your cutting tutorial as well. Beth on Facebook has said, in Germany they are not blow drying. How do you feel about this?
I think that's quite a challenge, isn't it? Especially if you're colouring hair, because we need to check it. I think that's a little bit of a mixed message, because also in Germany they're saying the hairdresser has to take a spare pair of clothes, take all the clothes they're wearing off at the end of the day, and they have to be washed in the salon overnight and dried before they leave. So why can wet hair leave but not wet clothes? It doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. And I think we're trying not to over speculate about what they're doing in other countries and just see.
I agree.
But I guess one of the things we have been sharing with clients is no heat styling and ways to style your hair without heat. Again, going back to that hair health thing. So if that is a rule, we'll just have to embrace it and come up with creative ways to style the hair without heat. Squeeze the moisture out, apply some leave-in conditioners and serums, and maybe braid the hair and let clients go like that. I think we'll just have to find solutions to it.
Cool. Your lovely guest has not gone unnoticed, Doris, in the background. Luckily has had her hair freshly washed and looked after. What are you going to be doing with Doris?
Doris is a bit bored of her hair. She's sorry, I don't know which way to go, because so I'm just going to show you with the colour style products just really good ways that you can recommend to your clients to maybe have a little bit of fun with their hair while they're in lockdown. And I wanted to show you how to create like a bit of a balayage or a highlight effect with the style colour. It's really easy. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to show you one section. And maybe just give you a couple of other quick ideas on ways you can use this product. Because like I said, you could just use it in the traditional way, and we could match up Doris's natural colour with a spray. And if she had white hair, this could literally be sprayed onto the roots and then just blow dried in. And that would just take all of the white hair away and just blend it in really nicely. I think that's something you guys have probably seen and you know how to do. So what I want to do is show you how to create a bit of a highlight with this product. So they're almost like spray paint. I don't know if you can hear the clicker. So you would literally just take a section. So take a section of the hair, and I'm just going to take one section like that. And the nice thing about these sprays is that their tagline is that they're pillow proof. So once these have been dried into the hair, you have to wash them to get them out. But they do come out. So even on bleached hair, because the first time my team saw this, I did this on stage at Salon International actually, and I had a bleach blonde model, and I sprayed a bright blue on it, and everyone was like, "Oh, how are we going to get that out?" And I was like, "No, it's fine. It comes out." And actually, one wash, and it's just completely out of the hair. So
no residue at all.
Pardon?
No residue at all.
Exactly. So all you do is simply, if you want to create a balayage technique, almost think about it like it is a balayage. So start in the mid bands and then gradually bring it back up. And you spray this onto the hair like so. And then you just blow dry that in. Let's use the hair dryer for a minute.
I'm sure everyone's watching this like, oh, the good old days when we could blow dry in salons.
Little blow dry lesson there.
Yeah.
So the really great thing is you can see now once that's been dried in, it doesn't come off onto your hands.
Yeah.
But that's almost 2 shades lighter.
It's amazing the pigment still picks up, because I always think like if I put it in my hair, nothing would show.
I think you would find actually with these sprays that you would see something in the hair, because obviously you can see that's on lighter bases they might be a bit punchier, but I think the reason I want to show it on quite a dark base like this is just to show how much it does work. So this is just really nice, fun way for your clients to freshen up their balayage, or they could do this on the ends with a pink or a violet or something, or a lilac colour, just to get a little bit of a pop. Yeah, so it's just really simple to use. So you could just use it for highlights. Yeah, there we go. Just quickly last one. And then obviously if this was tongued as well, it would just really blend really nicely. I mean, they look quite chunky like this, but I suppose
it's a really nice way to show your clients that they can look after their colour and revive it at home without using anything that's permanent or anything that's going to damage their hair.
Exactly. And it's something that literally washes out, and then when they come back to the salon, we can just resume service as normal.
Yeah. And I suppose they're still learning something from you as well, because like as a client or consumer myself, I don't know anything about placement, so I would still need to know how to place it properly for it to not look shoddy.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just show them a really simple sectioning pattern. Sorry, my dog. Sorry about that. My dog was just filling up my notes. So
your dog ate your homework.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a really nice, fun way. And like I said, there's like lilacs and blues and all sorts of different colours to make.
Yeah. And Wendy has said, are these only sold through Goldwell? I think you can find them online for sure.
They are. I mean, Goldwell is a professional only brand, but you can get them through. I think you can get them on Amazon. They look fantastic. There's quite a few places that are selling those, and they also sell the colour conditioners as well, which are really good, and the touch-up powders.
Cool, amazing. We'll let some more people ask us questions through Facebook. For the meantime, though, so we've touched on balayage maintenance, and have you got any advice for anyone that's got like full head of like bleach? Say they've gone white blonde,
yeah,
and their roots are my colour.
Okay, so my advice to that would be like what I've said before: is try and change the narrative. So don't focus on the regrowth, because any kind of home bleaching is a real no, in my opinion. Because I think I saw one of the brands online demoed. If you imagine taking like a pink color, like a pink something, and trying to just touch your roots, it's impossible not to overlap. Any overlap is going to create breakage. And also, there's probably not going to be enough product in the box. They're going to wash it off too early. It's going to end up orange. I mean, I wouldn't bleach my own hair. I would worry about getting the right result. So I would say try and make a feature of the blonde that's left. to maybe try like some pinks or corals, or stay on those warmer kind of tones, because they wash out the hair a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit safer to play with. So I would say, yeah, try and make a feature of the blonde that's there.
Yeah. And are you doing any like further, not even education, but like how are you staying inspired and stuff through lockdown for yourself?
I've been raiding my bookshelf, because I go to loads of exhibitions and galleries, and I always buy the book and I never read them. So I'm kind of looking through those, staying in touch with the team. I'm also checking in on some Instagram lives with different artists, like Guido did one recently. So just checking in with other people. The session team that I work with, we catch up regularly, and just chat about ideas and see what each other are doing. And I've been gardening actually quite a lot, and I find, even though it's not typically creative, it's getting your mind working in a different way.
Yeah. I've just seen that someone said that they've only got sound from me, but I think that if you go over onto Facebook, everything is fine there. So don't worry, Sam, you haven't not been heard this whole time. It'd be hilarious if it was just me going.
You're trying to silence me, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Also, I think if no one has any more questions, we'll wrap up the session here. But thank you so much for joining us, Sam. It's been my absolute pleasure.
Yes.
And Doris, we've loved having you as well.
Had a great time.
Cool. Yeah. And then anyone that's missed the start of this, it will be available on Facebook to watch back, and it will be up on IGTV and YouTube very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.